thought it was fantastic. I think they're all fantastic, dude. Jobless just does not let you down. Studio Bind has done a great job with the series as always. I'm gonna be a broken record this season for talking about Jobless, but yeah, so let's break it down. We got a new character. We get to see Roxy's group, and we actually get to see some of the events of last week, but from their perspective, which is cool. I'm not sure if the sole purpose of them being on this continent or island or whatever you want to call it is to look for Rudy, but I know that that's like a goal of her and her parties, so that's cool. Yeah, let's talk about Alina Lise having a an orgy with 5 other guys or ogres or whatever the fuck. That was funny to see. Um, yeah, and Roxy got all pissed off and like shot like ice at them and broke them through the window or something like that. That was fun.
Yeah,
So
it's really
she'll be
interesting.
go ahead.
It's really interesting how they, because like I feel like I don't remember some of those moments. They kind of not dragged it out, but like they added some more stuff to at least say because like for the long while, but like in this part in the story, you don't really see her that much, but later obviously you see her more. So it's
Yeah.
nice to gain at least get to see her a little bit more as she normally is. Because there's still stuff you don't even know about her, why she does all this stuff, which is really interesting once you eventually figure it out. But I don't want to spoil it. But there's a
Yeah.
reason why why she does what she do. It's a it's a very interesting character.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you want in a story. You want interesting characters, whether you, like, agree with them or don't agree with them or, like, the last thing you want is a bland character, and that's certainly not what she is. She adds some spice to the story, right? We can both agree she adds some spice to the story, so, yeah, she's great. I don't know, the other guy in the party, we don't really see much of him as much, but, yeah, I'm very interested to see where they end up. So yeah, eventually, the guy that talked to Rudy at the end of last week's episode is able to smuggle Ruijerd on the boat, sort of as like part of like the equipment or items, right? That they're holding,
Yeah,
below the first
slaves and all
story.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, slaves. So uh, they get across, which is cool. And then yeah, like the second half of the episode is like a completely different thing. Um, Rudy goes to get Ruijerd out, and in the midst of sort of he leads him to the cell where like all this like human trafficking or
yeah.
cat trafficking, whatever you want to call it, people trafficking, and he's like, yeah, like they have like these cat
Children.
girls in here, they have children in here, they're like fucking killing them and shit. He's like, we've got to kill them, right? And Rudy's like, "Okay, I guess." But he lets Ruiger do all the killing. So he does that. That's great. They leave with they eventually get these cat girls out, right? Which is cool. Cool to see them get saved. But of course, what drives the story is conflict. Rudeus goes back in to save this like legendary beast, I guess. This fucking big ass dog it looks like. And of course, he fucking steps in shit. He gets caught. Um, I
Bluffing it.
guess, like, yeah, yeah, that was only Rude is what happened to him, right? And yeah, like the beast guy, right? Is that the same race as
Yeah.
what's best girl? Elaine? Is it Elaine?
No, it's
Elena?
Grisel.
Ghislaine.
Just Lane. Yeah.
Um, they're the same race, right? So
Yeah. Beast people.
maybe these people. Yeah, so maybe, hopefully, we got some spicy beast people if he takes them back to their tribe or whatever, kind of like Ghislaine. But I don't know how that's gonna tie in. Kind of like when he like remember in season 1 when he visited like Roxy's hometown. So maybe there'll be like a cool tie-in like that. I'm kind of curious and sort of knocking on wood, hope I get to see something like that. That'd be cool. But yeah, such a dense episode, man. Mushoku Tensei has beautiful world building and beautiful pacing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anything you want to add, like about the content of the episode?
No, I'm really happy. I feel like it's been a little while since I read the manga, so maybe I'm just creating some slight moments, but I feel like they're enhancing the story with adding additional scenes and kind of
Yeah.
extra stuff, like especially with Elise. You know, so I feel like they're really they really care about the story and trying to
Oh, yeah.
enhance certain
Oh,
parts that
yeah.
might have been maybe the author was like maybe I should have done this a little bit, maybe I should have focused on her a little bit more back here. So I feel like I think the author's obviously probably working with them, and I think he's like, well, let me add some stuff maybe from the light novels, but maybe it's skipped in the manga, but in light novels all these extra information he wants to really see. So
Yeah.
and I feel like there wasn't really a wasted moment.
No.
Maybe in the moment,
Never.
maybe some people will be like, "Oh, this LEC stuff is weird," but if you think long term,
No.
all these
Be
moments are going to be so
No, because
building
it's
character.
yeah, it's building character. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's building character. You're getting introduced to her character. So no, absolutely not a waste, in my opinion.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I
beautiful
mean,
stuff, man.
excellent pacing. You would say this is like bringing the manga to life. Like this is a better version than the manga, honestly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and
See,
that's
it
what I'd want to see. I want like
exactly
Naruto and all these other shows. Like, I don't want just to see the manga again. I want to see the story, but
brought to
brought
life.
to life.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're really
Like
doing
Demon
that here.
Slayer. Demon Slayer is a good example. Like that's when you know you have a good adaptation on your hands is when it's taking the source material, honoring it, but also enhancing it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the different scenes are from the manga and the anime, but I'll take your word for it though. If they're giving us some goods, I mean, there's nothing they're giving us bad. I'll tell you that. I love every second of these episodes, man. They go by too quick. That's my complaint with Jobless. I need 2 episodes a week. Every time I finish a Jobless episode, I'm like, ah, is that it? Like last week, right? Like he gets the demon eye, he's learning it, and then like we're done. And it's not their fault. They only have a time slot, but it's like, fuck, I want more. I want more. And that's the perfect recipe for a show, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to be like, oh, how much longer till this episode's over? Like, you want an
Yep.
episode just be, like, over, like, way before you even want it to end, it's like, fuck.
And
But
I do that
it's just good
all the
stuff.
time. I do that all the time with anime because like reading subs is a hassle. It's not as easy as just listening to something in your native language. But when an anime, like when I'm like shocked or like sad that an episode's ending, that's when you know I'm hooked. You know what I mean? So yeah. Uh, anything else to add? Any final thoughts here, Germs, for Jobless Reincarnation season 2, episode 2?
Just wanna see the next episode, man. I just wanna see that next one.
Yeah. Well, you know what's coming. I don't, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Guys and gals, weebs out there, please comment down below. Are you guys watching Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation? And what did you think of this week's episode? A lot of spice to unpack with this week's episode.